Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 18 of the St. John's GT podcast. And today, for our topic, we're going to be talking about women and minorities within video games. Since this month is Women's History Month, we're going to be talking more about that and how women have become a major part of the industry, both with streaming and the representation in games and such things like that. Okay, and for today's episode, we also have three guests with us this time. We have Ayana, Ange, and Alicia. Do you guys want to introduce yourself? Starting with Ayana.
Oh, hi, I'm Mayano, or Anna, whichever one you prefer. I'm a comp sci major and a video game development minor.
Okay, and
Oh,
Ange.
I'm Ange. It's a longer name, but that's a secret. Um, I'm a fine arts major with a video game development minor.
Okay, and Alicia.
Hello, hello. I'm Alicia. I'm an illustration major, and yeah, that's all. Nice to meet you all.
All right, good start to everyone. All right, so for this episode, we want to talk a good portion about how women have come far in the industry, where a lot of people are taking higher positions within the video game industry, and a lot of the representation, especially with streaming, they've become a major part of it with such streamers like the black girl streamers, if I'm correct, right? Or black girl
Black Girl
gamers.
Gamers.
That's what it's correct. Yeah, they've becoming a growing community and such thing like that. Where Pokimane is now one of the biggest streamers out there now. You got other
Yay.
ones like Valkyrie and such things like that. Um,
And
Anna, you know more about the black girl gamers, right? I haven't seen much of them.
yeah, so like the Black Girl Gamers, like a company and a streamer. So I think they started in like 2015, and basically they're like an organization. So they run different streamers. So like different streamers are a part of like the Black Girl Gamers communities, and they handle all of their management. And then they have their own stream that those streamers can come on, or they have different streamers. So they kind of like spread the word for basically black girl gamers. Because like if you look at like the top, let's say like 400 Twitch streamers, the only person that you would think of that is female is Sidion. She's part of offline TV now. So she's with like the ranks of like Pokimane and Valkyrie. But it's like you don't hear them that much.
Yeah, they definitely need that representation and that ability to get out there more. I definitely think the Black Girl Gamers company is definitely helping them a lot. And then I think some of them won awards, right? Like streamer awards.
Yeah, they had her streamer awards last week, I think it was. It was actually run by two female streamers, QT Cinderella and Maya Higa.
Mhm.
So those two streamers ran it. So it was made by girls and it was run by girls. So
Yeah, I remember another streamer that won an award. Who Valkyrie won. It was at the Gaming Awards 2020, if I'm correct on the year. I know she won
yeah.
Best Content Creator of the Year, right?
Yeah, she won best content creator.
Yeah, they're definitely getting out there more with winning these awards and stuff, things like that. It's really nice
That's
to see them
awesome.
getting it.
What? Master Yi?
Throwing Master
Why?
Yi.
Oh
What?
my god, Echo!
Timo, what? He's so happy. Timo, you have smite.
Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those
Fine,
games.
fine.
Oh
My
dear.
favorite kind of games.
What
Timo, please. Timo, you have smite.
what a very fitting game for a podcast.
Oh.
Uh,
Reasons why I quit for a few years.
understandable.
Wait, what's the
Oh
mid lane?
no,
I'm confused.
it's Kha'Zix. Oh no, it's Zerath mid.
No, it's not.
I think
Is
so.
it?
I think it is.
No.
See? Okay, back to what we were saying. But yeah, a lot of the women have come far in the industry now. Like I remember reading about in a documentary that I had to do for a project, a research paper about the game industry starting up. Back in 1964 was actually it was the first female video game designer. Her name was Mabel Addis, if I'm correct on that pronunciation. She created a game called the Sumerian games. She wrote like the whole like mainframe of it. back. That was one of the. That was before. That was before Pong. No, after Pong. I don't know my years correct. She was one of the first game designers out there, and then that was pretty much one of the stepping stones for it. And then now
Yeah, I think
you see people grow into like these massive directors in such places like Naughty Dog for a good while. They had Amy Hennig, if I'm saying that correct. She was like the director and the scriptwriter for a lot of the Jack and Daxter games, and she was the lead director for Uncharted 3 when their team split in two back then.
I'm trying to think of her name, but she's considered the queen of Pokemon design. So if Ken Sugimori was the king, she's the queen. She's the one who designed Pikachu.
I the
So
name
I thought
the
that was
name
interesting.
oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
I sent it earlier, but I forgot her name. She's designed a lot of Pokemon. She's designed the cute ones.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Was her name Atsuko Nishida?
Maybe?
Atsuko Nishida. Nishida? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Atsuko A Atsuko Nishida.
I have an Akali Smurf mid.
I believe is how you say it. And we also have a flat top.
Yeah, we have an Akali Smurf mid. Cool. Can't wait to get run down.
Let me see what else.
yeah, I think like content creators, we're getting more. It's like companies are like inviting, like streamer companies too are inviting more female streamers.
Yeah.
So like Achievement Hunter, they're a part of Rooster Teeth. So they started off as I think it was 5 guys and all, like Gavin and all them.
Yeah.
Then they brought in Lindsay, and then they brought in Fiona, and then they have Kai and Crystal now. So they're getting like more representations, like different cultures and different races, which is
Watch
very
the
nice.
bleed.
That's cool.
Yeah. Very very nice.
They've been around for a long time too, honestly. So
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
been like
It's like the start of YouTube.
200. Yeah, the start of and they were there before YouTube because they had their own website.
They did? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Told you it was Seraph bot.
You know what's one thing I was surprised to find out that the you guys know Hades, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I didn't know that the actual art director behind it is an Asian woman, Gen Z, is her name. JenZee.
Yeah, I've been following her for a long time. Definitely, like Supergiant Games is a really, really small team, but I know for a fact that she's pretty much the main art director and then more or less the sole artist for a lot of the design for Hades.
Yeah.
So definitely, like as someone that's interested in concept and going into kind of like video game entertainment industry, creators like what is it, Andang, who works for Riot. Honestly, a lot of them work for Riot these days. I usually know them from Overwatch, but then they came over from Valorant.
right.
Yeah, but definitely like kind of tying back to I guess female characters as well. Just the head designer for Bayonetta, one of my absolute favorite characters of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, also like designed by a woman, so just it's fun to see so much female representation in the art, and it's quite comforting as well, to be honest, to be able to go into that industry and like all of the stuff going on, recent news, and also stuff like We've Been New.
Yeah.
It's nice to see like at least art. I can kind of feel a lot more comfortable going into that part of the industry, and hopefully being able to bring that change inside.
Yeah, definitely. Like especially when you mention the design of characters like that, like I feel like there's like certain types of designs they like to have with them where I think it's like I don't know how to describe it exactly. It's like making the girl like how Bayonetta, she's the badass sexy like model type. Like, you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I think she's embracing her femininity, which is
Yeah.
different from like
Confidence.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's confident.
That's
She
the
does
word
it.
I was looking for, yeah.
She does it, and then she kills like all the demons with it. Like it's literally
Yeah,
her whole
she's
art.
not
Exactly,
just
top
there to be
tier
a
quality.
damsel.
But it's that confidence that makes it feel so uplifting and make you go, yeah, go Bayonetta, go, 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 go.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
part that like actually makes her feel like a person.
Mm-hmm.
think like even like characters in games, like I think like League has a lot of female characters because e-girls.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, well, they have a lot of. I think they have like a good amount of like Asian representations
Yeah.
in League.
Like you have literally the entirety of Ionia, pretty much. It's a good
Yeah.
representation of Japan slash China.
Oh,
In
yeah.
terms of having like mixed races or like European, so like black races, they have they have Karma, like there's Karma, Rel, Senna, and I guess you could say like Renata, but she's like Italian. Yeah,
No,
I
is
think
she?
she's Italian.
Is she?
I
Is
think
I
I
know
think she's
I think she's black. I'm pretty sure.
I think
That
because
was right.
Renata,
I'm not too sure.
yeah, I'm not sure, but I think she's Italian. But, like it's like a broader diversity from what League is usually used to, which is nice. And like
Yeah.
even in Valorant, it's like Riot's been trying to like bring in more different things. So you have Raze, you have Astra, which she added, but I have a problem with Astra. I feel like she they overdid it with her. They were trying too hard.
With
Like
her character development, or just
with
like the
just
trailer?
with her voice lines.
Oh, I wouldn't
Oh,
know.
I see
Like-
what you mean.
Like
Yeah.
too much emphasis on like the accent or something.
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
too
played
much
it, so.
too much emphasis on the access and just like the words she says. Even though like recently a lot of Valorant lines have been like on the
Again?
cringier size.
hmm
It's just like it feels too fake. It feels too forced. It's like you're forcing a Jamaican. She's not Jamaican, but it's like you're forcing.
Isn't she like a Filipino?
No,
Oh.
that's
Oh,
that's
no,
like,
wasn't
No,
Astra from
That's
Astra's
or-
from Kenya.
I think so. That
That
or
was Ghana.
Wait,
Ghana?
who's
No,
Ghana.
Ghana? No, Ghana, I
I
think.
think it might be Ghana. I think you're right.
who's the character that they made, and it's also like they based it with
Neon.
Zeri?
Zeri, it
Neon?
was Neon. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. She's
Although
still
coming back
Neon.
to the Karma comment, I definitely agree. Like Karma's one of the better representations from older League characters.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Because like definitely one of the only main POC characters that struck out to me since then was like Alawi. Oh, I love Alawi. She has so much character development. Underused.
Yeah,
but,
because she's
You know
like
what?
she's like the
No,
Pacific
it's not like
Islander girl.
underused. They made her in the spin-off game they made with
Well,
like the other
actually, yeah. Alawi's the
true.
only.
I think it's just
Well-
they don't really acknowledge more about her. They just give her a really badass pass.
Yeah, I like that they gave her a badass pass because she's different too from like all the other characters in League in terms of like model design.
I
right.
do think that with Senna and Karma, like I see this a lot. Although I'm glad that Riot's willing to listen to their fan base and especially people that are POC that really care about that representation visually. So I know that Karma's recently added in the Wild Rift, like the mobile game.
Yeah.
And in all of the promotional splash art, she looks completely different, very different face structure, very different skin tone. And then like it was just this one person that was just a really big fan of Karma that just like very, at least like, to be honest, very politely explained like this, like the confusion, the discrepancies, the fact that she looks nothing like her base model, her base splash art, and then they fixed it really quickly. Like I believe it's going to be all of the work involving that is going to be replaced by next week. Because I saw this post, I think a day ago.
Yeah, I'm happy that they're doing
Right.
that because like when they had like, have you seen the ruined Karma skin?
Ruin Karma, so many
Yeah.
Senna promotional art.
It like adds on to like a different skin color too for the game because like it embraces the darkness compared to just like trying to like whitewash her, which is like
Yeah.
amazing. And
Yeah,
like
they
Rel,
definitely were very delicate with it, especially with Ruination, and I'm so glad because when I found out Karma was a skin, I was like, ooh, ooh.
it's like
yeah.
Rel.
Yeah.
I think like other than like Senna has locks, and then Rel is the only other character that has like natural hair with like a furry style hair.
Yeah, with Senna, they keep like especially around Ruination, they kept messing her like how she appeared in every single promotional art. It was so frustrating.
Yeah, because they had, I think I saw it on Twitter like a couple months ago. There's this company run by I think it's a female artist. They're basically making like models, like hair models, just like all kinds of hair models for women. So like, it's not just straight hair that's out there. So they have like curly hair, puffy hair, all of that, which is like great because we need more diversity in hair. Like even in like, let's say like if you load up a DS, you're creating a me. There's like the only hair types in me is down.
It's like down and like side.
Yeah.
Yes, like
And the
down.
closest we get to like ethnically black hairstyles for me is just like the legitimate, just like straight up dreadlocks, or just like down and like slightly wavy to the point where it feels like curls, but not really. It's like they want to commit, but then they stop
Yeah,
halfway every time at the mark.
I think they did much better with Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, they really did.
They have like more different nice because you can actually make yourself an Animal
They
Crossing.
gave you Bantu knots. They gave you more braids, more cornrow. It was just a nice variety to see.
Yeah, I guess like also because Animal Crossing is more marketed towards women.
That's
I think
true.
it's just marketed at like casual, like you're gonna like do this on like the daily grind thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like marketed to like girls, because like honestly, like the GameCube one originally, right? Like that was just like, oh, like you're just playing as like a kid. It looks like for us.
Money,
Yeah.
which one was the New Horizons was the DS version, right?
New Horizons is
Yes.
the Switch one.
Right.
No, was it
New
whichever
Horizons
New Horizons is Switch.
Switch one?
is
Well,
a Switch
whichever
one, yeah.
one the DS one was, I read a study basically that they found more women bought that version, so they started marketing it towards
Marketing the game
women.
towards the women. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like it's like a chill game. Anybody can play it. It's like
That's
Yeah,
true.
pretty
Although I
much.
do think with New Horizons they took more of kind of gender neutral approach, just because you can swap between any time.
yeah, which is really nice.
It
I
was
think
really
that's what
nice.
Nintendo was kind of going for when they did Splatoon 2, because it's just, well, from the get go, they let you switch how you appear at any and all times. Like there's never a situation where you feel locked, where you know how you start a Pokemon, they'll say, "Oh, are you a boy or a girl?" But it's Splatoon, they were just like hair color, skin color, eye color, and you can change this at any time.
Hmm. Yeah.
And they always included like very, very dark hues, but that like to the point where they feel very accurate to what you would see on an actual person, instead of just like washy, grayed out hues, which was really nice to see.
Hmm. Yeah. Although, going back to Neon, like I'm sorry to hear about Astra, because definitely I think Valorant was being quite representative overall, in a very nice and subtle way. Like it wasn't too I feel like it wasn't too like pushy in terms of how they did the representation, but at least like for me when Neon came out, I know that literally everyone sent me the
Yeah, I
teaser
sent you.
trailer for all Neon content. Yeah, like and I know you sent me Alicia and me, it was just like, so I heard about this new Filipino Valorant character immediately. Um oh god. But yeah, I remember like honest to god, when the music video for Neon came out, I actually kind of teared up. And I don't really do that ever, but like especially as more representation in media has been coming around lately for like Asian or like Asian American life, and then slowly getting there for Southeast Asian. Oh god, like Neon, it was really nice to see Neon. Like I don't think I can put into words how warm it felt just to like read her backstory and just be like, wow, this isn't played for laughs. This isn't taking like the worst stereotypes or like the most cheap stereotypes of Filipino culture. It just she honestly felt like like she could feel like someone that's like my cousin from the Philippines, or like even exactly what it felt like to go home and then just be used to, talking to like any kid in the street there.
Right.
Yeah, so like I don't know. It's just it's one of those things where like I didn't realize I needed that representation
Until
because
you
I'm
got
so
it.
used to not having it for so long. Okay.
Oh, I
Yeah.
felt that.
Yeah, like I just oh god. Like I know that the Zeri thing was definitely super weird. Like I will full on critique, but like they did not need to make Zeri. I think like especially so immediately after
They just
Neon.
needed one.
They just
No,
needed one.
they
Like
just
if you
needed
wanted to
one.
reuse the
Yeah.
kit, you didn't have to reuse the design. I wouldn't even care about the voice actor thing.
I
Like
just
to
think
me
it
it
was just like silly, because like in turn they're like on LinkedIn they have it literally mentioned. They're like like how do we like make League of Legends character and like the character that we'd want for Valorant? Oh, we can like we combine both teams and we just do like and we do it, right?
yeah, like personally I was not fond of that at all.
I was like that's like not original. I mean, like the idea of like the characters like for each game might be original and such, but like you never kept like
Visually, you have to make the execution different. I would say.
yeah, like if the characters, I mean, like the abilities and stuff are different, but they literally look the exact same.
No, that's the thing. They should
There's
not
like no
have to look
hiding
the
it.
exact same.
There's no hiding that.
Like they could have done like they could have similar features that are like very rapid, very movement. It doesn't have to be exactly the same here.
Yeah, no, it
And
was.
basically the same colors.
It's basically the same character at
It
like
is
the end of
just
the day
the same
too.
character,
It's
yeah.
just like character that runs like very fast, has like the laser gun. Like the laser gun was her ult. I was like, why? I was like, why is the main key point like ability of Zeri also literally the ultimate of the character? I was like, that's not needed.
Yeah,
I agree.
I don't know. It's like a combination of we want representation, but at the same time, it's like, do we really want to make a whole new thing? Because also it's like, hey, if we make them this, we get advertising in both games. Because like, look, it's this character in the other thing too. You know what I mean?
Because the thing is, like, to be honest, like for me, I don't see Zeri the same as Neon. Like, I don't really see Zeri as Filipino. Because Runeterra, a whole separate thing.
Yeah.
But like, I just see her as someone from Zaun. I don't even think twice about it. So that's why it was really weird. I was just like, but, I mean, I guess. But like, they should have changed the design, honestly. Like, I
No,
don't
they
mind seeing
should've.
voice actor. There's a lot of voice actors in League that have done multiple characters. It's just, design should have been different. Maybe not release them at the same time.
Yeah, give it like
For that
Yeah,
matter.
but then you know what happens? You don't like. Okay, I'm about to go on this like idea of that though, right? That's like you could say like don't release them at the same time, but then you get whatchamacallit from like you get like the Riven Aatrox effect where like Aatrox gets reworked and they're like it's just a copy paste of Riven.
Oh.
I mean,
And
they're
you-
gonna say it anyways.
Yeah.
150.
No, I know that, but like honestly, like at first I was like, you know what? They're not even wrong. Like they're not even hiding it. It's a character with like 3 Qs. Riven has 3 Qs. Character has a dash. It's on the E.
Yeah, you're not wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The W ability is some sort of a stun, and then like the ult is like the all-in ability move.
Yeah, like I think they should have tried harder to make it 2 distinct characters entirely.
I think like for other characters, I think like Clementine. I feel like they did. I like Clementine from The Walking Dead. I like Clementine as a character.
She's awesome.
Like- Yeah, she is so good. Like I do honestly, I didn't even like. I see her and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember everything about The Walking Dead. And just
I
like the
know.
ending. I think the ending of season 1 with her.
Oh, that hit hard.
Yeah.
That entire
Yeah, hit
just-
hard.
It really, I cried so hard.
Especially how she went on to be the main character for the
For the
next
rest of the
season.
yeah.
Yeah. Cause like usually like original Walking Dead, I don't remember his name. It's not Glenn. Yeah, I don't remember his name, but like the original Walking Dead, it's just like you see him as the lead, and then now you have this little girl as the lead, and it's just like you can see yourself in her shoes. Like if this had happened, like when did Walking Dead come out? Like
2010.
2010?
And-
Oh
Wow.
wow.
Yeah,
it
we're
was like-
old.
Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
going on.
I think
I
it would have
never
been
got
like
into
around
it.
her age too, maybe like a few years older.
Yeah,
So,
I think she was like 8 when the first game came
8.
out. Around that.
8, then there was that time skip, so like 8 into like teens, relatively more or less.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
8. It
so,
was 8, and then she was 12 in the second game, and then she was like 16, I think, in the third game.
Yeah, I think her ages almost match up. So like you can see yourself in her shoes. It's like
Yeah.
you don't want to be in a zombie apocalypse, but like if it happened, then there is that. But
I'm trying to think of some characters I like would possibly like come off the top of my head. What about like Metroid? I feel like that was like something that's like from like really early on. Of like a character that you could probably like think of. Like I don't remember anything from like let's say like old school days, but like that's like one of like the ones I kind of like knew. And like
Right.
her suit, and then it's like oh my god, she takes like when you beat the game, it's like she's a girl. Like what? Right? It's-
Thomas.
I forget her last name. From Metroid.
Samus Aran.
Samus Aran.
Or
Yeah.
yeah.
Samus.
Oh,
I feel bad because I first found her through Smash Brawl. I never played a mainline Metroid game.
Never played
So,
a Metroid game.
when I got to Subspace Emissary, and you're like, oh my god, cool, like, mech suit. And then she takes what the hell? I'm like, oh my god, you're a woman? Wow, that's really cool. You get to do all these cool things in space? Wow.
Honestly, Subspace Emissary was like a very big like the characters got their own screen time thing, and I remember like the girl characters in that game literally having a whole like entire like area dedicated to just like them. I think it was like on the ship,
Yeah, the ship raid thing
like
where
when
they
they're
have the
like yeah
breakout.
they gotta break out. Yeah,
It was funny seeing Peach give Sheik a teacup while the guys were duking it out when they realized, like, we don't have to be fighting. We're all friends here. We literally have the same goal.
I missed that game a lot. Honestly, that game
Yeah.
was probably like the best thing that came out from the Wii. I'm trying to think of it.
Who else? What was that? What was the Pokemon character that you would show us?
Oh, I really forgot.
Is this Cynthia?
Was
No,
it?
not Cynthia.
No, the one with the dual color.
Oh,
Oh,
there's two.
Kukui's
There's
wife?
two of them.
There's two.
There's the wife, and then there's the swimming guy who like.
No, I talk about the picture that Caitlin showed us. Was it? I don't know if it was.
Oh,
It
Lenora?
was the woman who was an
Oh,
archaeologist.
Lenora?
Oh,
The
her.
archaeologist
I forgot her name.
Lenora,
Yeah.
How she had two different skin colors.
A lot of them.
Oh,
The two different skin tones, wasn't that
Yeah.
Kukui's wife?
Yeah.
That was
That was
Kukui's wife.
Kukui's wife, and I was very confused.
Kukui's wife.
Happening.
Where did the lighter tone like what game did I have not seen that image ever.
Originally from Gen 5.
Oh.
So she was from that little AR game on the 3DS called Pokemon Dream Radar.
Oh, that game that I ignored.
Yeah.
That's why I don't remember.
Listen, I even played like the match. What is it? Match 3 Pokemon game. Never played that one. Although to be fair, I don't play Pokemon sequels, so that's on me. Yeah, I remember. Probably one of the worst parts about later gen games was that you would have all of these gym leaders and these Elite Four that were so diverse in design and all that stuff. And then, like, for me, I'm not that dark in terms of skin tone, but I have to pick the darkest skin color, and I was like, I'll make do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that used to hurt. That
I
still
don't
hurts,
know
honestly.
which one specific. Like I can't remember which gen specifically like lets you start changing. Was it? Huh?
It was before Sun and Moon.
No, that's the thing. Like which gen lets you actually start changing skin tones? I don't remember. Was it X and Y?
It might
I
have been.
believe
I think X and
think
Y
so.
did.
I was
Yeah.
more. Oh, wait, no, X and Y wasn't because it was more about hair.
This guy's not a jungle main.
I think it was. It couldn't been. I think it couldn't have been Sun and Moon. I don't.
It wasn't. I know Sun and Moon was one of them, but it wasn't the
Yeah.
first. That's the thing. I can't remember where it
What came before
started.
Sun and Moon?
Sun and
X
Moon
and
was-
Y.
X
It
and
was-
Y.
it was-
Yeah, that's
It has to be
that's
X
the
and
thing.
Y
It was
then.
X and Y.
Okay.
It was because Gen. I barely play Pokemon, so I'm trying to like remember.
Gen
I know
7 was
4 is
Alola.
black and white, which that's
I'm bad at
not-
gen
Not
names.
Oolong.
That's not it. The 5th gen.
Oh wait, no, X and Y, X and
The
Y.
5th gen is black and
X and Y.
white. The 6th gen is X and Y.
Oh, I thought it was the
Oh,
other way
okay.
around. Okay, well I'm just dumb. I
The
don't know
4th
Pokemon.
gen is Diamond and Pearl.
Wait,
Oh
what?
yeah,
It is?
okay, yeah, that makes
Oh,
sense
just-
then.
Wait, what's the third one then?
Hoenn.
What?
Ruby and Sapphire.
My lack of Pokemon knowledge is showing.
It's okay. It's only gonna get bigger. More games.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
one of the things I hated most about Legends Arceus when I got it. I was like, oh, we were doing so good though. Dang, alright.
I think when I was watching you play through it, afterwards I went back and looked at the available options for cosmetics and whatnot. I was happy that we saw more styles of hair, but I still feel like they were still lazy and dropped the ball at the same time.
They held back,
Like
definitely.
it just like we're at the point where we're past just giving people, especially black people, just like the generic afro and call it a day. Like because they added They added braids, and I'm just like, okay, but then
But I
it's just
believe
like
when we were
we could
going
do
through them,
more.
I believe when we were going through them, there were more braid options for the male player
They
character.
always do
Yeah,
that.
it's like
They always
damn,
do
oh
that.
my god, can we
There's also
please?
Ayana, I remember watching you like show customization for Lost Ark.
Oh yes, I
I
love Lost
cried
Ark
Oh,
looking at
because
that.
bro.
I
Oh,
made
oh,
my character looks exactly like me. That's so detailed. Like
Oh,
down to like the dyed tips of the purple here. Like I would love if it could be like that kind of like customization in every game.
wait, how'd you guys feel about playing that game, bro? I'm just curious.
Oh, I watched people
I
play
Oh,
it. I
I
never
watched people play
actually
it. I
played
did
it.
not play it. I
I don't know.
cannot speak on that part.
I played it for a
I
little while.
played it. It was like really fun, like at certain
Is
parts
that
in the
the
story.
Amazon MMO?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like it's not like it wasn't like theirs in the beginning. It was made by
Yeah,
I
it's
think
it
an
was
Eastern
yeah, it was
company,
available in East in like
made
Asia
the East,
for a
yeah,
while.
and then it was apparently in Russia too.
Oh, it's the
And
same company as Black Desert Online or something.
oh
Oh,
no,
Yeah.
oh
that explains a
no.
lot then for
That
some
explain
things.
yeah, that explains why I have to sell my body and soul to play that game and like
Yep.
grind it.
I liked it for like the time I played it.
What?
Also, can we talk about the
yep, yep. We all,
the walking animation for the female characters in Lost Ark?
Oh,
God,
it,
I think I know.
it's
You
it's
know what?
so
I
weird.
think I do remember the character. You know, it's like I'll never understand why in games like this, like in MMOs, that like you can't play a certain class because it's like gender locked or something. I feel like that's really
It's so
weird.
weird because
I
that's
didn't
such
get
an
that because I haven't
old
seen that in
yeah.
such a long time. So to
I haven't
see it
seen that in so
now,
long.
it's so weird.
The last time I saw that was when Terra came out, and I played
Oh
Terra for like a little
yeah.
bit, and it was like you couldn't be like this class was like the big like gauntlets like for like punching things unless you were like a female like something. I was like, all right, like beggars can't be choosers, right? But I'm like that's just weird. Like, is it is?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Developers
So,
can be weird sometimes with it, you know.
I just feel like it's like is there like a fantasy like in like someone's head that like this is what I want the character to be, right? And like that's what they like. I don't think it's like a lore thing, you know. I think that's like my big like gripe with it. It's like if it was like, oh, this is because of lore, I'd be like, there's no way lore describes like why my character has to be like this gender to be this class.
Yeah, the only lore like if you're saying like witches, like females are usually depicted as witches or like witchcraft.
Well, okay, I can understand that,
Yeah,
but like, why is the punching class the girl class or whatever,
female
right?
female
Was it called
empowerment.
Monk? I don't know. I don't
No,
remember.
I don't know. Well, you know what?
It
No,
was
no,
it was
I know
it
what you're talking about
it
though.
was like I think it
they
was battle. It wasn't Battle Master.
they had that. Well, let's say like in this game, right, with Lost Ark, like they made like one class, right? But they didn't make it like the same class, I think. They made like it be one gender and then there was like another gender, right, for it.
Yeah, I think the punching one had was dual genders.
Yeah,
I said dual genders.
the punching one they made but you couldn't it wasn't like you could just like go into the character creator, right? And then just choose the gender.
You
You
had to
had
pick the class
you have
for
to
the
choose the
genders.
class that's the gender. Like it's like what? It's like so backwards, like just in the process of like character design. It
It's
makes
the
no
secret
sense.
version of "Are you a boy or are you a girl" from
Yeah,
Pokemon.
it's
It's the
really
hidden
just
version.
so bizarre.
Yeah.
I don't know. I played the game. I had fun with it, and then I got like into the first big like end like the first big piece of like you're starting to do the end game content, and then somebody yelled at me, and I was like, you know, what? I'm like, this is like probably not worth it. Like when someone literally complained about me on the first boss that I didn't dodge the mechanic, but it's the first time I was fighting it, and I was just thinking like, you know what, that's gonna be like the whole game from like now on, ain't it? It's like, yeah, I think I could get a like a better game than this, so I just like gave
Yeah,
up.
that's why I quit while I was ahead.
Yeah, I had fun while it lasted. Like the only here's my reason for playing the game. There's like in the trailer or something for the game. There's like a clown boss, and I don't know what it was in my head, but I'm like, there's no way they added like this like Krusty the Clown character as a boss
See the
in this game. I'm like, I have to see this game through to the end to beat it. In the story, you like find this character and like he gets beaten, but like not by you. Um, but like then it's just like, all right, he comes back and he's like a legitimate like 12, like an 8 or 12 player raid boss. And I'm just like, why is this a thing? I'm like, how does Krusty the Clown like become final boss material? I'm like, that makes no sense. Like, okay, whatever.
Well, when you put on the clown shoes,
Yeah, clearly when you put on the clown shoes and you put the clown nose on, you just end up realizing that you're the clown because you're playing this game.
I'll do it again.
And I'll do it again.
no, don't be the entire circus.
Oh my god, she's learning Ace Attorney memes. I'm so proud.
Oh no.
The best part about this being recorded, you get to watch me in real time be a proud mother.
I've never played an Ace Attorney game in my life, but I know about all the cool
I've never
characters.
played an Ace Attorney game in my entire life. And the only
Honestly, I don't
character
recommend it 'cause every
Easter
time I
sales
try
is
to,
coming up.
everyone yells at me.
the only character I know of is like well, I know the main detective, or not the main detective. No, the like the lawyer,
Blue
right?
man.
The blue man, yeah.
Man group.
The blue man group. No, I was thinking of the like the cop guy who's like always there and he's scratching his head,
He's
right?
not Gumshoe?
Is that his name?
He doesn't wear blue. What?
He doesn't wear blue.
He's not a cop. No. My point, like he's not
do you-
wearing like
He's
like
a
an
detective.
he's a
Yeah.
detective though. Yeah.
He's not the best.
No,
He's trying his best.
he's trying his best.
Doesn't
And
help when someone keeps cutting his salary every 5 seconds.
what? That's
Important
messed
lore.
up.
It's important lore. You gotta know it.
Thanks for telling me.
Also, you can watch the anime. It's hilarious. The bloopers are hilarious.
You gotta learn the crippling salary cut of Gumshoe.
Oh, I gotta link that video later then. I love that copy pasta. I used to memorize it. Oh man.
It's a copy pasta for.
Yeah, I got this. It's fine. I'm an expert.
No, it's okay. You really don't have to go into it. I think we're good.
Oh, but see, I have it all.
Oh,
No, you don't
no.
understand. If you give her a moment to explain Ace Attorney, she will gladly regale anyone and any time. I don't think you understand how much this means to her.
Yeah, someone asked one question to me, and then I talked for about, I think, 3 hours straight on one.
Me,
okay.
I'm the
Only
person. It's me.
involving- No,
Alright.
they were playing the trilogy, but they didn't want spoilers after the first game because they didn't finish the first game. I managed to
Right.
talk for 3 hours only about the first game, which was, by the way, not good. I'm sorry in advance when you started. It's a good game. It's not. The first one's kind of crusty.
Just kind of crusty.
Yeah, like there are some flaws with it. I will admit that.
You know what's two characters we haven't talked about yet? That actually no, three that I love from like the Uncharted series. We haven't talked about Chloe Fraser, Nadine Ross, or Elena Fisher.
I haven't
See,
played that game.
Franchise I don't know about.
Yeah.
Time for me to
They're
educate.
they're just the main
Please,
female
please
leads.
educate.
You can educate
You can't
them
watch
though.
the Tom Holland movie and call it a day.
Oh right, that's I don't think that does justice.
Well,
on
I mean,
any
they
video.
have a character of color in it that's kind of Nadine Ross, but not quite.
Isn't no, Zendaya's in that one.
No,
That's
you're
true.
thinking of
It's-
Spider
Is that
Man.
Doom?
Like, what,
No,
is
no,
it
no. I'm
actually
thinking
in
of
there?
Doom. No. It's
Oh,
Doom.
Doom.
I'm thinking of
Doom.
Yeah.
Doom.
What?
You
Boom.
with the
Dude.
rock.
Doom.
Doom.
Dude.
How's
Oh,
Doom?
Dune.
Dune.
Yeah,
Dune.
Dune.
Oh, now
Oh,
that they
Dune,
Dune was like, I don't remember seeing Zendaya in Doom. I gotta go back and watch it now.
Oh my god. But Nadine Ross, she's from the fourth game. She leads a mercenary company that Nathan Drake goes against, and her whole thing is that she just doesn't care. She just does her own thing. Like literally, she like spoilers, I guess. You really
Spoiler.
care. She betrays the bad guy. At the end, like I don't care which of you die. I'm just gonna do my own thing. I don't care.
What a trooper.
Isn't that literally what happens in the games though? Like
Not all.
it's
of
just
them.
like no, like there's like side villain characters and they're like I do my own thing, and like that happens though.
I mean, it is true that did happen in the first game too, with the Spanish guy Navarro. He did that too. That was another thing that happened. But yeah, no, she leads her own thing, and eventually, the Chloe Fraser, she's introduced in the second game. And then when she's introduced, she plays off as like the smart, badass, sexy, like treasure hunter, because she knows all the stuff. Like she's like kind of like a female Nathan Drake almost. That's one way I describe it. But yeah, she comes in and she works with Nathan Drake through the second game. She appears a little bit in the third game, but in the fourth game, she wasn't in it at all. She was only like briefly mentioned in like an Easter egg, and people were saying like, why didn't she in the game? And eventually, the Naughty Dog ended up making their own game, like a own spin-off with Nadine and Chloe Fraser as the two main characters. And it was a really good game. I loved it. I thought they were great together. They had good chemistry. And then Elena Fisher is Nathan Drake's love interest throughout the game. She's more of the reserved type. Like
She's
like
just like the one that doesn't do
she's
dangerous things.
yeah, like she's the camera girl trying to play it safe, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty much how the first game goes. She's literally the camera girl trying to do the thing for her like TV show or whatever.
Yeah, but still she's great in it. I love her in it. She has amazing chemistry with Nathan. Just all the characters in it, all the females have such good chemistry with each other or with the males of the game. I think it just goes a part of their writing. It's just really good.
I think writing makes a big difference too.
I think it does. Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel like Arcane was, where like the writing was really good in Arcane. Like, I got invested into characters I didn't even know, like from in lore, like in a game I've played for like years, and then it's like, oh wow, like I actually like now know like more about the game than I ever did before, like whether or not the lore is like canonical or not, right? Like this is really cool.
Yeah. Hey, oh, I need to sign up. Oh my god, my barrels are terrible today.
What?
I'm playing GP. I mean, they're really bad.
Wait, the barrels?
You're the
Yeah.
only person who kills.
I'm
So.
really.
Just put the barrel down and then put the other barrel down.
No,
You got this.
I'm trying to do it before he hits it, and I'm timing it wrong.
There's no way you're. Whatever. I don't know. I can't say much. I'm not even playing.
And we're not
Bro.
even spectating you.
And just looking at pretty particles go boom.
I'm thinking of what. Also, the Resident Evil franchise, they have a really strong women
Yeah.
characters. Like all of
I'm
them,
excited
like all of them
to
are
see
like
the next one.
yeah, all of them presented as like the badass women characters. You know, like
Especially
what's
for,
her
like-
name's a good
You guys
example.
do just Caitlyn said to me.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
Yikes.
Especially for like a really old game. It's actually surprising. Like Lara Croft too.
Yeah, Lara Croft's gone through a lot. Like originally she was like the the sexy badass that she started as, but now she's more of a less focused on the sexy now, focused more on like she's like this really smart archaeologist. You know, like I think that I haven't played the new one, so I don't know. I just know something like that.
Yeah, I feel like we've excelled over time, and especially because like they're letting more women into the game development industry.
Yeah.
So like we're able to like show like we're not just like we're not like GTA NPCs that you stare at. Like
Oh
we're
god.
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
All right. This is not what I was expecting.
That, I
to hear,
mean,
but all right.
she's not wrong.
She's not wrong, right? Yeah. Honestly, I respect that like kind of opinion though. That's the truth.
The thing is like kind of crazy. If you consult women on how women talk, maybe
Yeah,
the
we
women
turn-
in your game seem more real.
Yeah.
But also, it's even better when we can see women interact with other women in games and they're always on each other's throat. Because I don't know what it is, but what some writers just assume by default, like when a woman talks to another woman, they just have to be at each other's throat or just
They're just
F and R's
fighting.
for whatever reason. For
The
no,
Bechdel test is not perfect,
it's
but some things could still need it.
Oh, isn't the character or isn't the rumor that like in the character lead for GTA 6 is going to be a girl?
I don't
Really?
know. I've never heard about that.
I think that was the case. It's because it's been like guys every single other like time in the series.
Yeah, it's always been guys, but sometimes they add black main characters like CJ and Franklin.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
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 They had a gay
diverse-
representation too.
And those two
Yeah,
are like
they're
like
diverse.
some of the strongest ones, not gonna lie. Like they're
Everybody knows Franklin.
everyone knows
Everyone knows
Franklin
Franklin.
for Franklin and his friend Lamar for that, and then everyone knows CJ because he literally comes from like probably one of the best games. And that entire story with like the community you're living with, Grove Street, what they called. Do you guys think that's good representation for
Of
the
like
community?
urban, of what, like an urban or like suburban, like
Suburban, urban, like I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if
I,
You
I
know,
I don't know how to like describe that either. I would
I
just
don't
say
remember
it's
the
just like
story, but I
neighborhood.
didn't get mad at it, so I'm gonna assume yes, because I can't remember what it's about. But I don't remember being mad, so I'm gonna say yes.
it's like gang violence and stuff with the police, things like that.
They have it's like Fr- Franklin like ends up like being like raised in like the gang violence such stuff, but then
No, you're thinking of
um
CJ is the one
oh no,
that's
my
raised in
bad.
it. Yeah,
Right, my bad. So CJ is the one that's being raised in the violence of the of like that kind of community, right?
yeah,
And but that's like his normal life, right? And then Franklin like kind of gives him like the opportunity to like get out of all that, which is like kind of nice. It's like because like the whole point, I guess, is like his family's like going into like the crapper, right? So he like wants to like have like a way of like
yeah. And then
have like some way it's like have a son before like he ends up trying to reconnect with his family and like fix his like family's issues.
yeah.
I don't know. I think it was I think it was done like as best as it could have been
Yeah.
for what it is though. I just don't know entirely if it was like correct.
Yeah. I don't think we would be the ones to speak about that because we're I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I,
Maybe honestly when I was like I can like working at or like within Brooklyn, I would say, and like going into
Okay.
all these different neighborhoods, like fixing the streetwise, like I did see things like that, but like
I think that's like a I could go on a tangent on that, but that's like a whole other topic.
yeah, it's a whole different topic. I feel like though it goes off course.
yeah.
You could just like mute the person.
Oh, you just mute
Oh
them.
yeah, you can mute them in chat. I forgot that's like a feature.
You know,
Yeah,
we're getting really annoying teammates.
I am
Yeah,
so
it
sorry.
do be. That's the draw of League.
Mhm.
It's okay. Now you can mute them in chat, which I didn't have.
5%, guys. 5%.
We've never had that option until now.
Until like I think a couple years ago now.
Oh,
I think it's a few years old now.
yeah,
At least
that's
one.
been like a couple years old now.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. But I just don't do it because I'm not used to the habit anymore.
I've never played.
I know.
And
I
you
just
keep holding my hand saying
No, I
no, not
have
unless it's with friends.
I have a clip of it was a ranked game. My support called me a bot, like in chat, called me a bot. Literally 2 seconds later, I steal the dragon, and then jungle is just like support diff. I'm just like,
Dude, I love
Oh, it's
that.
good
comedy.
timing.
Absolute comedy.
honestly, I've seen like too many things with this game. I've seen people who weren't even in queue get queued up, and then have one person like going like in the same server, people on Discord, right? Of people I knew, like one person was like trying to play the game at like 4 in the morning. Another person also queued up at 4 in the morning, got into that same game, and then for some reason was like, you know what, Nunu like ghost cleanse, and it was like running it down. And I was like, what is wrong with these people? I'm like, how does this happen? I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, why would you do that to your own friend group? I'm like, that's
People don't
terrible.
care. People just
People
think
don't
it's
care.
funny.
I know, and it's just like, but why? You don't want to see that in your games, especially in ranked. Like that literally
Oh,
was in
ouch.
ranked.
Scion gaming.
Oh, Elo.
GP Gaming.
Or the ones that like intentionally try to get the accounts banned by like saying racial things and then
They
like
never get
running it
banned.
down.
Yeah.
They
No,
never
no,
get
it
banned.
happened. We
That's why I'm not playing around with Caitlyn. I'm gone. I'm leaving her alone.
it happened in in like one of the games I saw, and then I heard about it from another side where like the person got unbanned because the person who was on the account was
It was
it wasn't the person, and the only reason this was the case was because Flash was on a different key. It wasn't on like the normal key that they use. It was like another key. And I was like, "There's no way that saves you. Like the fact that that saves your account because
Flash,
someone logged
Flash on
into
F
it
save lives, gentlemen.
and somebody
Ladies and
changed the
gentlemen.
flash from the F key to the D key or whatever." I'm like, that's incredible.
Hey, listen, it works. It works.
I mean, yeah, when the person spent like $2,000 worth of money on League of Legends, I think that's the best thing you're getting.
All right. That's a lot. Oh my god.
I mean, how much money this game makes? It's like a lot of money, you know. When every skin's like $5, $10, $15, $20.
Yeah.
Now what is it gonna be like $100 or something with the new skins?
Yeah.
Is it really?
There's like
Starfield,
$100
like
skin coming out. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's really weird.
There's like so they made the prestige skins and they like are supposed to be like a icon right of like you like really like put a lot of time to this character or whatever, or like I guess it's like the flex. But now it's like I guess they want to make it where it's like the idea of it is like it's like a designer brand, right? Like they're gonna put like character like or they're gonna put like characters like on the skin, right? That would be like I guess it'd be like almost like buying a bag or something
Yeah, that's
that
what they were
like
saying, and they're like one of their
it's like a digital like it's like a whole like digital marketing like play. I feel like
Yeah, because they're trying to say
stuff
like,
like
oh,
that.
it's a luxury thing now.
Yeah, they're trying to say
They,
it's a luxury basically.
like they literally said it in their article, like, oh look, it's like Louis Vuitton or whatever.
It's
the
like a
fuck they
yeah, it's like
are.
the Louis Vuitton League of Legends skin, right? It's like the Dolce Gabbana like League of Legends skin. Like I don't
Interesting.
like why they're doing it. I don't know,
That's a
but the
scary
fact that they're
thought.
doing it is kind of scary, and there's gonna be people out there spending their money on it.
Yep.
Like
Yeah, with ones like these, you don't need a lot of the player base. You need just enough.
yeah, that's really what it is, right? You just need just enough people, and people will do it. Like there's plenty of people.
It's like the
Yeah.
Seraphine skin was 30, and then they're like, okay, it's sold. So why not go ahead?
Yeah.
Rumbling at the mention of her name.
Oh, hit the wall. Nice, Zion, hitting the wall. Also, that did she had a shutdown or what? You know, we haven't mentioned the best representation of all,
What?
Matt?
What do you think?
Matt, the
I knew you were
our
gonna
Wii
say
Sports
Matt.
god, Matt.
The one
Honestly-
guy who will kick your ass and still make you humbled at the end of the day, no matter how much hours you put
Yeah.
into it.
My Wii Sports
Hmm.
from childhood.
Boxing 101.
The reason
Who is-
I did single player things when I had to play Wii Sports Resort, like kayaking.
Kayaking, yeah, kayaking.
Kayaking.
Okay,
No,
Yeah.
but swordplay,
That's a
swordplay,
good-
and swordplay, though. Swordplay, swordplay
No, I
was
know.
great.
Okay,
I'd
that
be
one-
calm, I'd
That
be
one
like,
was
okay,
great.
going
What
down
g-
for the day.
You never
Frisbee
wait,
with a
John.
strong ball.
You never played the sequel to Wii Sports?
Is this Wii Sports Resort?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Wii Sports Resort.
I never played Wii Sports Resort. I just play Wii Sports.
I played it like once ever, and I just started beating the hell out of everyone with the sword. It was the stupidest thing ever.
And then at one point you had to actually learn how to actually,
Oh, the
you know,
mountain one?
parry.
Dark Souls? What?
No.
Wii Sports Resorts was
Elden Ring?
This-
I know.
Elden Ring before Elden Ring.
It's not the same.
How do you
Nothing
know?
will ever be the same with this Elden Ring stuff, man. It's getting meteorite striked from the sky by like the third main boss has been very interesting. It has changed my life
What?
forever.
Wait, you're you were hit by a what?
A
The
meteor.
boss,
Like
the
an
boss,
actual meteor?
Yes, the
the
meteor
the,
shoot. The boss shoots meteors.
the boss, the
Okay,
Summons
boss.
a
that's like
whole meteor
that couldn't be
impact?
Multiple.
Well, no, honestly,
Oh,
he. I mean, if you think about it, he is the meteor, and that's the stage 2, and
what
then
in the Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance was that?
I don't even
I
know what
don't know.
that sentence
I
means.
don't know. Let's just say when the sky went completely dark, and then I saw the heat ball of death coming and approaching me, and then one tapping me, I was like, you know what? This is a game that like I'm gonna remember playing for so many
So
years.
you're saying it's
Oh
more of
my.
it's approaching. You're saying something more like the storm is approaching. Something Virgil.
Something,
No,
something,
Something Virgil.
something,
no.
something, something, Virgil, something,
See,
something.
because unlike you, Paul, like that game is like actually made like it's like a one and done type thing. But at least with like this game, like I could go back, play one build, enjoy it, find out how much easier it was with another build, and the replay value in it is probably cool.
I mean,
Even though I right, and then find out that I will still get one tap by the boss when he meteorite strikes into me at Mach
Oh
10.
wow.
Like a it's like a rocket ship just like falling out of the sky, and it's just homing into you for some reason, like on for no reason.
fun. Game fun. I love this game.
It was fun. I
It's
haven't
like-
beat it though. I still need to beat the 5 last bosses, and I could beat the game, but they're so hard. They're
You're not.
not fun.
You're
They're
not.
like not fun, like hard. It's like just like oh, everything one taps me. Oh, I'm getting hit by AoE abilities. Hundreds upon hundreds of AoE abilities, just like undodgeable attacks. Like there, it's not like I mean it's like fun I guess like at first, but now it's just like dear God send help. Like I need a lawyer.
I need a lawyer.
I need a lawyer.
Ace Attorney will now see you. I mean,
Oh
Phoenix
no,
Wright
do
will
not
see.
trust Batman.
Phoenix Wright will now see you to the
See,
Elden
it's-
Ring.
He only deals with cases after the murder.
He's trying his best. He's trying his best.
I still haven't made it. I think the murder's already happened. It's just now I'm trying to like relapse from it.
Yeah, I do feel bad. Definitely Ace Attorney has good female representation, but a lot of the early games have very weird female representation because if they're not your partner, they have to be just hot woman. Only hot woman.
Only hot
murder
woman?
Yeah.
Hot murder woman.
Hot murder woman.
If they're hot and a woman, that's how you know they're the culprit.
Or involved, yeah. But then in terms of like, people of color, they don't do the best. They don't do the best. Like, there's not that many characters with like, not the same skin, or just, you know, exact same skin tone. And then they, like, in anything official, they never do it correctly. They never do it correctly. So that's why I don't have any merch from Ace Attorney.
Is it a situation where they'll appear in one skin tone that's maybe like darker in one, but then like in something like promotional art, it's like significantly lighter, so you don't know what just happened?
Yes.
What?
Oh, that
Every time.
gives me 30 waves of whiplash. Oh dear.
Every time. Every single time.
I am so
Capcom
sorry.
Cafe is one of the biggest
Oh,
Ace
it came
Attorney
out.
merch-based events.
Oh.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm
oh.
now.
The newer
Hi.
games, they're better with
Oh,
like,
but what Tina? What?
It came out.
What came
It is
out?
time.
Oh,
The Tiny Tina game.
Speaking of Borderlands representation, you got a Tiny Tina,
Tiny
Tiny
the
Tina.
most destructive teenager. Or
Can I just say,
10-year-old.
like, all the female lead characters in this game, like, have been like really, like,
Solid.
great. Like, they've been good. I'm trying to think what. I think in 3 it got like weird because like the story was like making overpowered characters from like 1 and 2 become like immediately underpowered, and it made no sense. And that was my gripe with it.
Yes, that's right.
But like in the first game, like being able to play as Lilith was like hands down like great. She was like a really fun character to play in that game. Borderlands 2, Maya, and the mech. Why am I gonna forget the name of the character off the top of my head? Because I don't think I know her by her. Because it's not like she's the siren, right? She's just the mechaneer,
The mechan.
the mechromancer.
Oh,
That's-
Gage. Gage?
Oh, Gage, yeah. So Gage was fun. She was cool. And now, and then we had Tiny Tina, and Tiny Tina got her own spin-off, like DLC in 2, and now that they have another spin-off game now, which is apparently going to be like the game. Like I'm just buying it. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I heard.
Like,
I.
money.
Hmm. It's so good. I don't know. I
So
need
is the
this.
Warwick getting fed up?
Yeah.
The whole
He's,
I
team
just
hates her.
he won't shut up. The Caitlyn won't shut up. He just don't
Have you guys
stop.
not surrendered yet?
What? Us? No, we're winning. It's just the problem is
Fine.
Sion. No,
Oh.
it's just Sion keeps split lane pushing. That's the problem.
But he's a top laner.
That's
Yeah,
just
but
his life.
he wouldn't lethality Sion.
Never mind.
That's also his life. He just wants to punch people with the giant axe.
Like
At least
this.
it's not the old. Listen, at least it's not old Scion, because that was actually just point click stun, and then he'd walk up to you, and then he'd like bash you in the head like a Tryndamere, and then you'd die. Like there's like no way around that.
We just need to grow.
I miss
Yeah.
that old. I miss old League. Old League was like funny and entertaining.
So then what's new league now then?
Pain.
New League is like the characters have have like a million dashes. My character can revive my whole team. Like
I can.
Read a novel just to learn what a path
Okay,
yeah,
here.
you have to read. Yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
here.
when Ophios came out, it was like you got to read a book.
Yeah, no,
We have to
even
read the encyclopedia.
I'll
Like
describe to you action. So action, okay. So
Okay, I'm listening.
he
I'm
gets,
taking notes.
yeah, okay.
Get your
So
notebooks.
yeah, so his first Q, right? First Q, he
Mhm.
gets with his boomerang, right? He gets movement speed, right?
Yeah.
Then after, so he gets movement speeds, right? Then after he completes his passive, that's like 3 autos, with or like it doesn't have to be autos, just 3 hits on the person. Then he gets a shield. But then he also has 2 auto attacks when he attacks. So if you cancel the second auto attack, you get a movement speed and you get a movement speed. So you have like 2 movement speeds and a shield, and you still lifesteal from him. And then he also has his W passive. So if you killed one of his teammates, he can smell you basically. And if he kills
Smell
you,
you.
That's
I like the way you phrase it. He can
He can
smell you.
smell you? Question mark.
yeah, he can see a trail of where you are, and if he kills you, your teammates get revived. And he can also swing, and when he's swinging, he shoots bolts at you constantly at max speed. So like if you're dashing towards him and he's spinning around in a circle, he's just gonna shoot you like 500 times. And then he has an ult.
Oh.
He has an ult that he charges up, that is an execute that can kill you. I love that.
These are a lot of things to
Action.
keep in mind when you
Yeah.
do
That's
one
There's
thing.
a lot. There's a
We're
lot more
losing her.
things.
There's a lot more
things
things
to it
going
too.
on.
That's like the basic lowdown.
no, I know that, but it's like let's say like I'm the Fed guy on my team, and I killed everyone on your team, right? And then like
Katarina,
Akshan
no!
just kills me, and
Katarina, no!
it's like what was like the point of me like being here and fighting in this team fight when the whole
Oh,
enemy
mercy
team just
from
comes back?
Overwatch days. I mean, they brought that ability back.
Yeah, no, it's like it's actually just mercy from
But the
Overwatch.
thing is, they
It's
brought that back.
right. But like at least they changed it in that game where it's like all right
No,
now
they brought
it's
it
a
back.
one person. What do you mean they brought it back?
They brought it back.
Oh.
What do you mean they brought back the team wide revive?
They did. Yeah, for some
But
reason.
Just pulled it out of the grave.
Yes.
Why?
I
This
don't
is new
know.
to me. This is new to me.
No, I
Why?
know. It was a few months ago too. It's pretty recent.
Do they just like not like?
I think they're just getting
Their
it for
entire
Overwatch
team
too.
doesn't know what's going on.
I feel
Wasn't
bad for
this
them,
meant
though.
to like remove goats? Like the whole
Yes.
point was like to not have like your team comp get like ruined by goats.
Oh no,
Beca-
this was that change was before goats, I think.
Oh well, I that's my
Yeah,
point.
they
Like
do
so like.
mainly a lot of damage changes for goats.
Oh, all right. So then that's what they did. They just kind of nerfed the tank's damages and then.
They nerfed the tanks. They made the DPS really weird. They could have honestly just they took too long to buff.
See, and this is why when they do Overwatch 2, they're gonna only have 5 characters.
That game that's supposed to release, and here we are.
No,
I think it's in beta. Yeah.
premiering specific characters.
No,
All
it's in
the
beta,
characters
yeah.
in the beta beforehand. So like Tracer, Lucio, from the initial time that they rushed out the beta the first time.
See,
they're
just
gonna be
play
in there
just
for-
play paladins.
Actually, all
I-
he critted me.
I
I'm sad.
don't know. I don't know about that one.
I got critted. I'm sad. Also, yeah, just play Paladins. It's way better. Please play Paladins.
I've heard that like within High Rise, like the management is not so good with the company.
I haven't. I mean, we all know about
Blizzard.
Yes.
Blizzard, but
Oh,
I haven't
no,
heard about
Don't bring
Hyrule.
it up,
We're not gonna
please.
bring it.
Not
We
bring
already
Yeah,
we
I'm
already
not
talked
gonna
about
bring
that
it
in the other episode, and it was not
No,
pretty.
I know, but I missed when the company was good and was like actually not like terrible at
Yeah.
like everything now. There used to be good times like with what like Blizzard with like WoW and such.
Yeah.
The good old days. But now it's just like, what am I like? It's like Trust me, it's not what you like. There's a reason why a lot of people like the older WoWs, and they
Yeah.
did like the relaunches of those. Like those were actually fun, and I had a lot of like time like grid. I had like a really fun time playing them.
We didn't talk about Cortana.
Oh,
You know what?
right. We did. We completely
Yeah.
we completely
I
skipped
don't
over
like.
Cortana.
I don't like that they gave her a body. I like her being like her new body. I like her being
Well,
Like an
just a
AI.
it's
voice.
so weird because we
Yeah.
don't talk about that game where she got a body because that game was really bad. Like
Wait,
it's
is this? Are we talking about 5?
5. We don't talk 5. I'm pretty sure 5
Oh.
got entirely retconned. Like honestly, that's how bad it was. Like they retconned the
I
whole
feel like the way things are, it's like I could probably believe that like 5 is on the same levels as like the Paramount show.
Yeah, I get it. That's pretty fair. I'd say that's a fair assessment.
But like I also heard it was like really good in the beginning and then it falls off. And I hope
What
that's
the show or
yeah.
yeah, I heard the first episode's good and then the second episode's kind of not great.
No, but apparently I heard it gets only worse and worse from there like after the second episode, which is like
Yeah,
sad.
because it's like they aren't. It's like they're focusing on politics, and it's like why? I don't care about politics. I care about
Yeah, I don't think
aliens.
politics mattered in a Halo game. I think it mattered more about like the front lines and like the story behind like everyone on on those said front lines. Oh my god, wait, now I'm thinking about like Halo, I'm thinking about Cat from
It sent
Reach.
the image twice.
Cat from. Oh,
Cat from Reach,
the is
who
that
is
the one with the
the
prosthetic arm or
yeah, the one who gets headshotted in
the
the
one
game,
who
which is so
gets
sad.
Wow.
headshotted?
I'm so
Oh
sad that like, and she's like the second character to go, I
no,
think
she's the
too, in
first
that.
one. She's the first one to
No,
go.
George is the first character to
No,
go.
George is the second one.
No, what?
Yes,
No,
George is the second one. No,
Paul.
George is
He
the second
literally
one.
manhandles you like the teddy bear, like plushie you are, and then throws you off the ship.
Yeah, that was the second one.
No, he's the first.
No, he's not. I'm telling you, he's not. There's no way.
Because she's like, I got a
Okay,
bad idea,
okay.
and then like you follow up on the bad idea
No.
that Cat gives you guys.
No, you
and
want to
then
know
you go
why I
back to the
remember
city.
her being the first one? It's because her death was in a cutscene. I was 8 years old, like playing the game, and when I was
All right, Paul.
No,
When you were 8 years
let
old,
me
you
go.
didn't understand that
No,
George
no,
manhandled
no.
you
Let me go.
off
Let me
the
go through the
ship.
whole thing, because I remember
Oh,
as a
no.
kid, I would skip cutscenes. So she died in a cutscene, and I was like, oh, I didn't know she died, and. And then the next person, George died. I was like, oh no, not George. I like
No,
George.
Paul, your child's brain did not comprehend the time like span of how the order of events went, because it was the other way. Because the whole story goes like, there you whatever it is, like you fight, you get to that tower place, the pillar, or like whatever, right? You do the fight there,
Yeah.
and then like you're all like under a rock somewhere in like some like little cave or whatever it is, right? And she's like, you know, like I got a bad idea, and like the colonel will never like approve of this one or whatever, right? And then he approves of it. You go in that stupid airship mission, and then George gets killed in that mission because you're going into space to put the
Yeah, because
bomb
you go
on
in
the
there,
ship.
and then the thing's broken. He's like, we got. This is the only way to do this.
And then he manhandles you off the ship.
Oh no.
Oh my god, he didn't get it.
So Cat, and then once you crash land, right, you're in the city, and then like the city's in like ruins, right? And then like you do the day mission, and then you do the night mission, and during the night mission she gets headshotted, right at the very end of it, and then she dies. So I'm sorry to break the.
I seriously always thought it was Cat. I really thought it was her first.
No,
You
it's
talking
the
about
other
Halo
way
Cat?
around. Yeah, Halo Cat. Yeah,
I-
yeah.
Halo Cat. Listen, I like Halo Cat.
Halo Cat's cool.
Yeah.
I honestly miss that game was like really
Wasn't
good
she,
for its
wasn't she
time.
also Russian? Also, yes.
I don't know what she was. I only noticed that she was like she's a really good character. That's all I knew.
She's
But
like
all the
only
characters are really
NPC.
good.
Like yeah, she's like, yeah, I love Reach. She's like one of like the only NPCs like I can constantly remember.
I miss that game so much. I miss Reach just for Forge. Like that
back
was
Forge.
honestly bring back Forge, bring back good Forge, or like I don't know. I don't know if it's like maybe like a bring back Forge thing. I think it's just like the way like life has gone. It's like when I was like growing up, like that was like a blast. Just because it'd be something like
God.
I don't even know what it would have been. Um, like Jenga or the one where like you were going down a hill in the
Oh,
cars and the person was infected and he had to hit the cars, but like they get road killed all the time. And you would just go so fast the car couldn't be like gravity was just taking control of the car going down the slope.
I remember that one. Those were good.
That was fun. Those were good games.
Yeah.
I miss Halo. I miss like good Halo. I mean, Infinite, whatever the new one,
Right.
Infinite was like Infinite. Yeah, Infinite was great.
I think my only issue is that why do we still not have multiplayer, campaign multiplayer? Like,
In
why
which
Because they're
one?
locking it behind
Infinite?
money. They're locking it all behind the
I
money.
Well,
I uh I
like the thing about it, right? I I like Halo a lot, right? And then
mhm.
Yeah. Like who doesn't?
campaign multiplayer. It's so nice. To just like use skulls or just do like random things in multiplayers. But it's better when you have a friend. Like you play it either by yourself first, then with a friend, or with a friend and then by yourself.
Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like Borderlands. Like that's like how I feel with like games that like require like a group of friends or whatever the case is. Like Borderlands, it's like a max player lobby is like four. So obviously you especially with like the old Borderlands, it'd be like all right, everyone could be like one different class, and then like you have like a squad, and like that was cool, right? But
Yeah.
like Halo is like all right. You could be like the driver. Your buddy could be like in the gunner's position on like
The
the
warthog.
warthog, like right exactly. So like that would be like it's like so cool when you do that.
Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't. I thought they had multiplayer for Infinite
No, they have
Story.
multiplayer campaign.
This,
They Unless
I
it
think.
came out in March. It didn't come out on release.
You know what I
In
realized they
March,
don't have with the
the
Infinite?
campaign release.
I don't think you can make your character a girl in the customization. I just realized
Oh
that.
yes you can.
No, you can.
You can?
You
You
can make
can.
your character. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
you could
Oh wait, you know what you
you
could have
could
done
change the
too
content.
in Reach? I remember you being able to make yourself an elite, and then like being able to make yourself an elite female. I think.
What? Is no way.
I forgot
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
I swear to God, I remember this being the case.
No way. I don't. Nah, I don't remember this one.
See, I'm telling you,
You could do anything.
being a little bit older than you, Paul, like I know some things. Like
Boomer?
I played some games. Okay, don't call me boomer. Just because I played WoW doesn't mean I'm a boomer.
Boomer.
Stop. You would have enjoyed it too if it wasn't $15 a month.
Ah. Oh yeah, that's true. Subscriptions. Yay! What fun.
Subscriptions, yeah. But there were good games that had subscriptions, but then they died just because the games died.
Yeah.
Like, why am I forgetting the name of that It's not like Star Wars, even though Star Wars had their subscription game. It's the other one I keep forgetting all the time. That was supposed to be the
Knights of the
WoW
Old
killer.
Republic.
No, no, no. Even though that's a good game, which I've never played, and I wish I played it.
I feel like Star Wars did a lot of I think female characters already.
Which
Like
one?
Star Wars.
Stars.
Star Wars.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I couldn't hear it. Sorry.
Yeah,
They have a lot of very like good female characters in
they
Star
have
Wars.
they could have done like Darth Talon. I think people hate her because they didn't give her do her justice. Like
Ray was
Ray
awful.
was
Ray's just awful.
no. Here's my thing. Ray,
No,
they had so much. I liked Ray. I like Ray. I like the actor. I like Daisy Ridley too. But they had so much. I'm not gonna get into Star Wars rant, but in the end, they went too much for fan service.
Yeah.
Like she didn't
yeah.
need a man. Like they denied fan service at 4, and you're like, okay, Daisy really doesn't need anyone. Not Daisy. Sorry, Ray doesn't need anyone. And then 9, they're just like, yeah, she does. It's just like,
And
why are you
Yeah.
doubling back? Just
and then
let her
here's
be
my
her own person.
here's my thing. Isn't like the thing with her and Ben like
Really
really
weird.
really weird and like
Or
almost
she's
like
romance.
Not
no
just me.
no no
Okay, I thought it was very
no
strange too. Good talk.
no I meant
Yes, it
like
is.
the
Mine
no
too.
it's the oh my god
Because they're
what the hell is it?
technically siblings.
That's my point. No, it's it's like the Luke Skywalker like Princess Leia like scenario where like they have a
But like
kiss,
worse.
but like worse because they like made it very like dramatic for like the movie because
Yeah.
it's like the romance of this. Even though like I'm like weren't they like mortal enemies like the whole time, like the
Yeah, but
entire like
I
series?
remember
Dramatic
going to a
parallel,
Star
but it
Wars
felt
rant.
really forced.
They yeah, you remember
Yeah,
going
it
to
felt
Star
really
Wars.
forced.
Listen, I can go into Star Wars rant on Monday. I will do it for the whole time. Like I will show up early.
Show up early to do part 2 of this podcast.
It's
Part.
okay. You're passionate about the topic.
Uh,
I do have
uh,
to go.
Star Wars is
Alright, we went so far off the deep end.
yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, but we got a lot of good stuff in. We talked about a lot of good topics and everything. I think we've gotten everything. I think so.
I think we've gotten good enough for what we really do require for this topic,
Yeah.
and what we like kind of like thought up of in our own time to bring to this.
Yeah, we're getting better. It's Women's Month. We're getting there.
Yeah.
I think like a year or two.
It was also really good. We didn't mention Alex and Eli Vance from Half-Life, and now Alex
Yeah.
finally got her own game.
The thing is, I didn't play Half-Life to actually know like how important that would be, so I can't like really relate there. But yeah, I think honestly, what time is it now? It's like since it's getting late, I think it's a good time to call it.
Yeah.
Ayana,
Yeah. See ya, Yana. Thank you for joining us.
so what is the next topic gonna be about now? Would you know off the top of your head?
I don't think we have much to talk about other than some other characters we want to mention. Other than that, I think we've gotten everything.
I think we did pretty much everything we really wanted to cover with the podcast for today.
I would mention the Overwatch characters, but now it feels all in bad taste after the Blizzard thing.
The only thing I was gonna say was like I'm pretty sure they're adding like one new character in, and it's a girl in the new Overwatch.
Oh, the black woman that they didn't put in Overwatch 1 this whole time.
Is that what
She's
it
stuck
is?
behind the
Yeah.
wall
Oh,
because
is
she
it,
can't get in.
What was it? Sentinel?
Oh
I
my
think her name-
god.
Sentinel, I think?
Is what she's gonna be, a Sentinel? Or is that her
No,
name?
Her
Thinking
name.
that.
I could be wrong with the name. I'm straight up blanking right
Honestly, I don't know. You know what it is like when they show the characters like gameplay, then like I know,
now.
right?
They
Because
didn't
that's
show
like
her
usually.
gameplay, that's the thing.
Did they?
No, they just were like, look here, model, because it was after the whole thing with
Mhm.
Hong Kong, and so that's when
Right.
they were like,
Oh.
new beta, and they were like, no, look, it's BlizzCon, look, we're gonna have her.
Yeah, but that's also like them with like Diablo. It's like, look, we're gonna have Diablo. Like we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Sojourn, not Sentinel.
Who
That's
is
my bad.
pinging
Sentinel's
that?
a team.
That's really annoying.
Just mute that person's
Yeah.
pings.
It's probably
Okay.
Katarina.
No,
I don't know.
Katarina quit, I think.
Oh yikes.
No, she's here.
No, she's playing, dude.
I'm healing. I'm GP.
Yeah,
I know what
Sojourn.
Uh,
Sojourn.
Oh, my legs are killing me. But yeah, I want to get into Overwatch again, but I
I
also
miss it. I've been playing since the game released. I miss
I
it.
I remember my issue was like when I started playing was that my PC for some reason like the frames would just die completely, and I don't know what the issue with that was.
Yikes.
Damn.
Oh.
You know what? You know what?
You know what? That's like that is like very good timing that he did that though. You have to give him credit for yoinking that.
I can't even. What even? It was.
I mean, you guys are getting splitted in the end of the game though, which is kind of like a yikes.
Yeah. Oh, Scion, do your Scion thing.
Oh, there goes the boss special. Boom, and then yeah,
What a guy.
what a guy.
Look
My,
at him go.
the worst part is if you kill him, he's gonna come back.
I was gonna say,
So-
what part is if he dances?
Oh, he's gonna punch his Nexus.
Damn, he
Oh.
didn't even have time for that.
It's okay.
Honestly,
I
I
have a
think
lot of damage.
the way the game is in terms of the state of the game, it's looking really
From
shot.
a gameplay and balance perspective, it's really sad to see it deteriorate the way it did. But in terms
Oh
of
no,
like the lore
yeah.
and the writing, like I will say, a lot of the female characters. Oh god, I'm so happy to have been able to like have characters like that. So like Anna, Farah,
Sombra.
yeah, like Mercy's a really good character.
Symmetra?
She got
Is that
Symmetra.
Did Symmetra
Symmetra is
ever
on the
get like?
spectrum.
I don't
She
remember
did
like.
get a
Like
yeah,
she
this
didn't get a
shows how
cinematic though,
I am
right?
looking.
She.
I don't think she did.
She
No,
got, like oh god, she's had so many balance changes, but she's had
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
missed.
lore that's leaned into like her and Zenyatta together.
Yeah.
As she
Right,
learns,
right.
which is so good.
Stay away from the walls.
Oh dear.
Just stay in the middle.
Tracer, of course, like LGBT representation.
Right, right.
I feel like I don't need to say that one.
Oh, you're getting backed up by
Sombra,
Twitch. Rest in
so
peace.
fun. I love Sombra.
Fuck.
Such a fun character. Yeah, rip about your Caitlyn though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. That game was
Oh,
terrible.
Zarya. Zarya.
Alright.
What other
Is that the Russian girl?
Yes.
Zarya is yeah.
Russian Olympic weightlifter. For Russia.
Isn't like her whole character like arc about like the USSR or something? Isn't that like a thing with her or no?
No, she's just
No,
anti-Omnic.
no.
Oh, I
No,
honestly
it takes place in like 2070. The USSR is not a factor.
no. Okay, my bad.
On with the win.
How is this person gold? Oh, they're
My bad.
supporting.
She, you know what it is? She's just really buff. I think that's just like what it is.
Yeah.
She's really
And
buff,
like,
yeah.
it reminds me of like Rocky 4, and it's literally just
Rocky
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 4.
Rocky 4, and it's
Specifically Rocky 4.
specifically Rocky 4 because the entire like thing is like it's like a weird like Cold War
Cold
like
War
type.
Yeah, it was like
thing,
the whole
yeah.
Cold
Yeah,
War,
that was a
yeah.
whole thing.
That's like my I like where my head goes to when I think of that character though. Sometimes I don't know why I thought of the
I think it's
USSR.
because of all the Olympic-based skins she gets.
Yeah, you know what? Like it's just
I would
like
believe that one.
she just be damn buff. You know,
She's
Yeah.
great though. Yeah,
she
like
got
she's getting,
she got like the Alawi buff,
she did
and
get the Alawi buff.
she got that Alawi buff going on, and honestly, it's like, you know what? Like good for her. Like power to her and stuff, right? And good for her being literally like one of the strongest characters in that game, honestly, because like
Oh,
you do.
literally.
I honestly I think I was like trying to learn like that a character that wasn't just Roadhog, and
Yeah,
I
I
think
like
she was the
that, yeah.
character that I picked up.
Yeah, I
And
can
I was
only
like,
play off tanks when I
I
play
feel like
Roadhog.
off tanking is so much fun
Off tanking
compared
is
to being a
so
main
much more
tank.
fun. You don't stand idle with a shield.
Well, you actually deal damage. Like
Yeah, you get to actually like interact.
you get
with
to
other
actually
players.
play and like do like important things like Roadhog. I can like pull out Pharaohs from Sky and like one tap them, or
Favorite
like
Reinhardt players were people that would just turn their sends up all the way, go in full force. They were my favorite.
oh my god, I
They would be
miss.
like, Anna, nano boost me. I'm like, I'm sorry. I turned my sends all the way up. Nano boost me. Never in ranked, thank God.
Yeah, I didn't play much ranked on that. I was very casual with that game. I never touched rank, but
Yeah, it's one of
ranked
the only
was.
games I did competitive in.
Well, what other games do you play though that like you would?
Single player game.
That's understandable. Honestly,
Single
like
player, JRPG, logic based, not a single player game.
single player games.
I'm an only child, man. I gotta work with what I got.
I've been trying to find games that are single player that I've been like looking into though, and I would want to play.
Would you like to play the critically acclaimed Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts. So I used to no, but I grew up on Kingdom Hearts 1, but I sucked at it as a kid. Like I was not beating that game.
No, it's not. No, I don't blame you. Kingdom Hearts 1 feels very different compared to any other
Battery
ones. Like the mechanics were
80%.
really clunky. A lot of the things were just hard
But
to
like
avoid.
I think that's like old school. It's like that's like very like old school RPG. Like
Yeah, that one felt more grind
vibe.
heavy. I'm not gonna
But like
lie.
I beat 2, and 2 felt like the best one in my opinion. And then I don't
No,
know.
I feel like 2 is the one game everyone can wholeheartedly agree on. It feels the best to play, even if you were doing it casually or just like to get more of a challenge. And like plot wise, everyone enjoyed what you got out of it, so everyone walked out
Yeah.
happy.
And then I don't know what 3 was.
3 is a mixed bag, but I will say for the wait, I am happy with what I
Do you
got.
think do you think the gameplay in 3 was better though than 2's or?
I still prefer 2. I enjoyed what 3 brought to the table in terms of like how flashy the mechanics were. Like the Disney attractions sometimes could be a pain because they would like get into the way and like
It's
and
just like
sometimes you'd
it's like
misclick and you're just like, oh no, I
or
just wasted an
do you
entire.
feel like it'd be like atmospherically like ruining like like the scenarios that you'd be doing? Where it'd be like
Sometimes,
you like let's
yes.
say like you fight like I don't know, I'm about to like give a boss like at a random I guess like the giant rock or the tornado in like Hercules Land.
Oh, to like actually go around it, so like it worked in its favor. But like bosses like
Oh like a
Endgame
small
Xehanort, you'd accidentally like trigger something and you summon a whole boat.
right,
So
okay.
you're just stuck in that one position, you can't move, and the enemy's already moved away. That's when it felt weird. But my only big gripe with 3 was just what it did with Kyrie. I think they would have done more if they didn't crunch the entire main plot's time. So
Oh
when they came out saying you will get more within like Remind, which is DLC, or like Melody of
is
Memory, I I
is it
felt bad.
was it like actually important to like like get those DLCs to play it though?
Um,
Cause I heard that it's like here now. Here's the like where I'm like gonna like say something. I've never played this game, or Final Fantasy 15. Right, Final
Neither
Fantasy
have I.
15 had like it was like if you want to know the story of this thing from Final Fantasy 15, you're gonna have to like go watch like these spin-off movies and play the
okay,
DLCs.
okay. For 15, my only thing I say, if you don't want to buy the DLC, it does not hurt you that much in terms of like what you missed. Like you get little tidbits. Like the only DLC that's like really, really like, oh wow, mind blowing was Arden's, but like the rest you could pass and
Okay.
you'd still do well. Like the only one that would like be drastically different is if you did Ignis, because Ignis gives you an alternate ending, which is completely different than the ending of the actual main game.
Uh
Um, the 15 makes me sad, but I enjoyed it, but only sad in the sense of like Luna Freya was supposed to be a lot of different things that were more like focal towards the plot itself, but then she got shafted when they changed like teams altogether. So that's why
right.
spoilers, I'm sorry for Final
Alright,
Fantasy
spoilers.
15. Luna Freya got axed right in front of you
She got
as you
beamed.
met
She got
up.
beamed.
Literally, she got beamed. You spent like a good 30 hours trying to find her, you found her, and she gets
And she gets beamed.
beamed right in front of you. And then I'm like, oh, road trip with the boys ruined. My wife is dead.
I think I do remember this.
Which means you have to go on a self-healing road trip with the boys.
That's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
Noctis literally had like, I have a depression or I'm so sad, I'm angry. Gladio was just like, come on, champ, we gotta go. It's like, no, I'm angry.
Come on, buddy, get in the Lexus.
And then you got knocked off a train because you were too busy being angry.
Oh my
But it's
god.
okay. Final Fantasy 15 has a fishing minigame, which makes it a great game.
It
Is
does,
it,
but even
is
though Luna Freya was supposed to be like more important towards the plot, there are still other female characters that were just as fun. Like there was Ignis. I mean Ignis. There was Iris.
who's the character that's literally like the mechanic girl? Like I remember that
Oh,
being like
Mechanic Girl, yeah.
Cindy.
Sydney. Yeah, Cindy. She was fun. I liked her. She was very funny. There's this one side mission that you can trigger where you're supposed to basically play wingman for Prompto, and she knows he has a crush on her, but like the entire time you're just basically trying to like help him get the girl, and then she has to politely turn him down, and like it's not done in a weird creepy way. It's done in like a haha. Oh, I like you. You're a kind guy, but like I'm just so busy being a mechanic and all. I don't really got time for that.
uh,
So like yeah, she's cool. It's nice. It's just a little sad that because the team split, because the team that was supposed to be doing 15 was also the team that was supposed to be doing Kingdom Hearts 3. So at one point they were just like, all right, we gotta divorce so we
right,
can get these games out. So like
Crunch is the enemy
it
of
was a lot of back
perfection.
steps made, which is why both games felt like something was probably taken apart in the process and not returned properly.
right. No, I get that.
It ended in Luna Freya getting beamed and shafted. It ended in Kyrie getting beamed, but comes back to life. But like her entire development and training arc was just done for nothing.
Right, right.
She basically had a hyperbolic time chamber moment, DBZ
Okay.
style. And we were just like, all right, it's the final battle. We get to see everyone, literally everyone from all the games fight together. Kyrie, show me what you got. And then she freezes on the spot, and I'm like, that's not that's not what we trained for. And I think the biggest problem with it was when Xehanort basically tells Sora, "All right, you're not doing what I want you to do, so you need more motivation. I'm gonna be in your girl." And I'm just like, what do you mean there was no motivation? You literally drowned his entire hometown.
Yep.
you you took his best friend several times. You kidnapped Kyrie several times. I think he has a lot of motivation to beat you up. But yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts is a interesting, fun game. I think it's a game you should not walk into taking everything so seriously. You can try, you can enjoy the lore, but like don't try to super analyze everything and just think it's gonna carry through like to a T every time because some
Right.
things just end up with loopholes and that happens. But despite the Kyrie situation, things turned out well. Like Shion came back, she got her arc. Aqua came back, she got her arc. That's good. Namine's not a fighter, but I'm glad I didn't forget to tie up what happened with her. So that was good. I do wonder what they're going to do going forward though, because they keep pressing Kyrie to the forefront. Like they want her to be crucial, but then they're afraid to put her on the front lines. So I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Sorry, I'm trying to like not. This game is very loud.
What the Tiny Tina game.
Yeah. Hold on, wait. What do I want? I want it to be borderless window, right? Right, like the thing. Oh no. Apply changes, please. Apply these changes. Yes. Why is Windows not working? Why is Windows not windowed?
You know,
Wait.
you know what I was surprised to find out? You guys know the Depression Quest game that Hendrik usually has us play
Huh?
for his classes?
What?
The what?
The Depression Quest in like Hendrik's classes?
The what now?
No.
The depression. I
Oh
remember you
wait,
showing me like a picture of it, but
wait, Ange, have you never been in like any of his writing classes?
No.
Oh,
Do I look
that's
like a writer to you?
I don't know, man. Maybe, maybe.
You've known me a whole year now.
I think you are a critically acclaimed writer. I just
You are
wish
the
the public
next
would
George R. Tolkien. That's not even the
I
right name, but whatever.
I just wish they would give you the award. You're literally critically acclaimed. They told me
um,
so.
Cynthia,
but yeah,
that
this is.
implies I know English.
You think I'm fluent in the other languages I've dabbled in?
Because there's a game
Tried.
he always like has his writing classes play through. It's called like the Depression Quest. It's like a little like Twine game. And then I found out that the developer is actually a woman, Zoe Quinn. I didn't know that actually. I thought that was pretty interesting to find out.
Oh, fun.
Cool.
I thought that was a little nice thing to find out. Also, the composer of Castlevania is a woman, I'm gonna butcher this, Michiru Yamane, like I think
The women in Castlevania, especially the series, are great. Like
they
that
are.
is the seasons every time just never hit. It's just so fun seeing them all interact.
I know.
Even if it means that they're each other's throats because of the lore.
I don't know if
There's reasons.
I don't know if the show counts because it's a show, but at the same time it's all the game characters and they're really good in the show. Who
Carmilla was very interesting.
she went off the deep end in the show.
She did, but like it made sense. It was just really interesting to see like two sides go like, well, this is right, but this is what I stand for, and I'm not backing down. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Good on you.
You do you.
You're not afraid to step down, but also you gotta stop. You gotta stop. People are getting hurt here.
Also, the major designer for a lot of the Valve games, like especially Portal and Left 4 Dead, was a girl too. Kim Swift, that was her name.
Oh.
She worked on pretty much all the big Valve titles. I don't know if she's still at Valve or she left. I don't remember. Oh, I don't remember. I know also like with the last TF2 dev that's still working on the game is her name's Jill. She'll be going down in legend as the last TF2 dev.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And then Jade Raymond is the head of Visceral Games now, and they've been popping off after Sony bought them out before they got shut down by EA.
When's the last time I heard EA Sports?
Oh God. Okay, I think we've mentioned all of our characters, everyone we could think of right now. Do you guys want to call it for an episode?
Yeah, I would call it because I don't. I can't think of anyone else, honestly.
And
Yeah.
I don't know most of the things you guys talk about. I try, man. I play a very limited set of titles. That's on me.
I'm happy I was able to talk about Kyrie.
You know what?
I
It's a good
want her.
time.
I want her to have her arc. It's literally just. It's there. They just need to act on it. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. They've been saying since the first game, she's a very crucial character, and I'm just like, all right. I'm waiting.
Doubt.
I literally am doubting, but I'm waiting because I saw Aqua. She did it, so can Kyrie.
Oh God. All right, yeah, we'll call it for an episode. We'll call it for an episode. All right, so next week our topic we're gonna be talking about nostalgia with games. We're talking about how like a lot of the older games we've been looking back on and playing,
Okay.
like, are some of them as great as we remember? Who knows? We'll go into some of the games.
Ace Attorney sure is.
I mean, peak writing, absolute peak writing.
Peak writing as long as you get all of the early 2000s references.
Early 2000s Sonic was a great time.
Oh my God, no, stop, please, no, don't
Yes,
remind
no,
me.
it was a great time.
Over,
Oh my
no,
god.
it didn't feel great. I hated it.
You
On
hated
Women's
early
History Month,
2000s
you're good.
Sonic?
Yes,
What was wrong?
Oh no.
I'll be real. A way to end off the episode. I barely like Sonic. I'll be real.
Sonic was never good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that too. Sonic was never good.
Never good says one of the the only Sonic fan I've ever met in my life.
Hey everyone, play Sonic Riders. It's a great game.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Cooler than Mario Kart.
oh my
Well,
God.
that's not true. Mario Kart
Man.
kind of bomb though.
All right,
Uh,
we'll call it for
Rainbow Road's a feat.
we'll call it for an episode. All right.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
having us.
Yes, thanks. It's been great.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Hey, thank you guys for coming on.
No problem.
If
Uh,
you continue to play, I hope your games are better.
And I hope no one pings you anymore. That's not
Spam
fun.
pings is a way
Yeah.
of life.
Oh,
uh,
It's putting words in a sentence and then adding insults that are the true art of League of Legends chat.
I see. This is why I'm scared to play.
This is why I'm hurt as a person.
This is why I follow you when you say don't play. I'm like, you know what? It's fine. It's cool. It's fine. It's cool. I'll just. It's fine.
Now,
It's
if they bring
fine.
back Star Guardian's PvE event, that'd be great.
if only. If
I
only.
wish! The PvE events were quite fun. Even like the weird Thresh Darkstar one.
All right, we'll call it for the episode. Well, for all our viewers, have a good morning or a good night whenever you're watching this. Who knows? And we'll see you all next week. Good night, everybody.
Not everyone.